Hello to you, and welcome to this wonderfully delayed and magnificently edited episode 3 of AtomCraft. What a journey this has been, but I have played AtomCraft following a recent update, and if you don't know AtomCraft, it is a sandbox adventure game where every pixel is physically and chemically simulated. It is available on Steam now. The link for that can be found in the video description. If you enjoy the video, definitely check out the game. Okay, we'll be going through the notes, and I would like to bring to your attention the very top of the page. Did you know that holding down shift with the drill will create square cuts? This is going to be absolutely fantastic, and I'll demonstrate that in the video coming up. But check out the quality of life purposes as well. The ability to increase the mining area with the control and mouse wheel. And yeah, they're focusing on how to make the game more playable, how to make it more fun, and just do things slightly faster as well. Charcoal can now be burned, and that will turn into carbon, which should be expected. I was surprised that it didn't happen when I tried it myself. But we will be able to load the game and dive in. Here we go. These, as far as this save, it doesn't take long. And that's 90. There we go. So this is the square digging mining function. That wasn't square, but you do have to hold down the shift key at the same time. And these are better examples. Now, when you do it, you can't actually go through the cross section if you're going on a diagonal. Okay, but for making tunnels, digging out rooms, it is going to be absolutely fantastic. Once you get like lots and lots of material that you want to build out of, there's no reason why you can't build a home this way, or a cave. Just make the edges nice and flat. Now this is the map. I haven't really looked at the map in any great detail, but we can see that they're separated in grids, so it's on a per screen basis, and we've got two interesting features there. We'll find out more about those shortly. There's another one of those to the left, and look carefully at the map screen, because coming up I will find something that I totally didn't expect to look for. But here we are at one of the big node things, and it will refine to cobalt. And this is like a blender. It had the liquid in it, and I put the blender pixels on separately. I think I destroyed that later on. I don't think it's made the cut though. But moving to the left, we find gold. And if that's all gold all the way through, then that's a lot of gold, and we've got even more of it here as well. We also found silver in the passage between, so that's nice. And at this point, I got sidetracked. I'd already built the helmet and totally forgot that I had built the helmet, so I'm going up into space. I already made it to the clouds once before, but I didn't have a helmet on and I died, because that's what happens when you go in space without a helmet. We're here, and we've got all sorts of wonderful asteroids right above our head, and I made my journey back to the ship. But we weren't able to mine these with my existing pick. So this video is a journey of me getting that upgrade through oxide smelting, and you'll see how that goes by the end of the video. We're halfway across. We've got loads and loads of asteroids. So at some point, you're going to want to mine all of this and get it refined, get it concentrated down, and manipulate it. I'm currently at what, 67%, and I'm going slower than usual. Maybe I need jetpack updates. That's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, doesn't the space outfit look cute? I think so. And at some points, I go higher to see if there's anything there, but I'm not even on the map anymore. So I came down. And here's where I stumble across an icon on the map screen. What? I can look for material in the world and it will reveal the locations. Why, yes it does, in nice bright yellow. In fact, it's not going to come up if you haven't revealed those particular areas, and it's just luck that I came across it and I'd already explored some of the underworld as well. I haven't found zinc yet, so that's probably further on down, but when I click on gold, there's gold on the grounds there, some gold there. There's marigold petals on the surface. I don't think I looked in space at this point. But if you know what to look for in the ore name, then use this function to know where to go to. Really great addition to any sandbox game. Wouldn't it be lovely if you could do this in, say, Minecraft or any game of this type? There we go. We found silicon. Silicon's in space, or it could be down there that I haven't explored yet. We've got quite a way to go to dig down, haven't we? So, talking of digging, we need to upgrade the mining capabilities. So, having checked the guidebook, this is my first attempt or second attempt at building what's described in there. This is a drop forge, and I believe I made a mistake. Because as you'll see shortly, the coal goes in the encapsulated area which is sloping down, and then the material gets put on the top ramp. You'll be able to collect the gases because it's got a roof on it. I'm making it out of clay because it's going to burn and then it's going to turn into ceramic. But I think my mistake was placing coal all the way down the bottom, because later on I noticed in the picture in the guide that that only the top section was actually burning and there was carbon under it or below it on the angled ramp, and I think that's how you're supposed to get the actual material from the oxide version. But the gases go up, cause smoke at the top, and my attempt didn't work on this try. And the material didn't really fall down either. It just collected water because it's steam, and yeah, I don't know why it's steam when we're burning off coal. We tried carbon there as well, but yeah, as you can see, the heat is only so far down, but but the image isn't good enough to tell me what it actually is. So I don't know if it's coal all the way down or not. Very bizarre. More testing will be required. But I'm going back to basics. We've got cobalts. We can turn it into the oxide version. Not a problem at all. We'll put down a massive amount of coal just to get the heat up and to melt this as quickly as possible. You have no idea what the original running time of this video was. Boy, do I need to focus better. But this is burning up nicely. We've got dirt there, we can drop that off. And we've got carbon dioxide, get rid of that. Oh, raw chicken, poor chicken. It got too close to the flames. If it died by fire, shouldn't it be cooked chicken? Never mind. Let's see. This is cobalt, cobalites. So that will turn into the oxide version, and the oxide version that is input. So can we use the blender and do it that way? I don't know. All I know is that there is way too much, and I picked up a few extra gases that was trapped inside that large volume of ore, and I believe we cooled it down and we got some more. We did get some oxide out of that, but not enough. And then I made a boo-boo, and I kind of altered the landscape slightly. Not much, not a great deal, but I turned dirt into sand. So if you want to build your own greenhouse, you've got access to plenty of sand without going to the beaches on either side of the map. And dirt retains heat wonderfully as well. But I think I wasn't paying any attention to that, because it doesn't matter if you die, you're not going to lose materials. It's just a bit of a nuisance to get from one place to another. So I let it go. And then it started raining slightly. As you can see on the right side of the map, you can see the water dribbling down. On the left of the map, by the dirt mound under the wooden structure, the gases are evaporating into water. It must be steam from the hot earth. And then I noticed the rain was coming down a little bit more. But I was too busy picking up all these wonderful, wonderful materials and taking a little paddle in the water there. Pick up all the sand. Yeah. And without realizing it, I'm glad I did this, because it made what was about to happen next slightly easier to cope with, and of course visually impressive as well. And you'll see that any second. Here we go. All of a sudden, the heavens opened, and rain came down, and rain continued to come down. and I don't think I knew it yet. I knew it was something that I hadn't experienced before, but I didn't realize that the water level could rise as quickly as it is. And in real time, this didn't take long at all, or it didn't feel like it took a long time. I think I was just making glass for whatever reason, and then I noticed that my feet was about to get wet, and that the water was actually coming down harder. But we're okay there. We've got a bit of molten glass coming on, so it's still good. Nothing to worry about. I don't know if it was me setting fire or releasing the gases that then went into the atmosphere causing the rain, or if it was just happenstance. I don't know. But now my feet is getting wet, but I do have molten silica, and the rain keeps coming. And the rain keeps coming and falling and falling and falling, and it's now not my feet that's getting wet. My knees are definitely a bit moist. And that's when I'm not going to say I panicked, but it was a case of, let's see what's happening above. So I flew up, as you're about to see, I flew up to check out the water levels, and though it wasn't visually entertaining or anything like that, but I got rid of, or I collected most of the water around here, and then I just had to see what was happening, even though it looked as if the rain had stopped at that point, which is unfortunate on my part. I should have flew up sooner to check it out. Do the rain form above the asteroids or not? But when I came down, it was all good. I cooled off the molten silica, so that's now glass, and then I just dropped a bunch of dirt to dam it up. As you'll see shortly, where is it? There we go. Dirt. Job done. And the water is displaced, so we take off the excess, and that is absolutely fine. That's when I realized I still need to upgrade the mining pick. So essentially I wanted to let off steam before doing that, so I dropped a bunch of water because it's not as if we have a shortage of it, and I turned it into steam. If you do nothing else in this game, if this isn't relaxing for you, I don't know what to say. But it was really calming in the moments. And then I cracked on with the turning steel and cobalt into molten versions, and then hoping they would mix into what is it? Cobalt steel thing. Okay, yeah, cobalt steel, and molten cobalt, molten steel. You just need to use the two ingredients in carbon. So I'm wondering if the blender function made out of something that isn't going to melts. I don't know if they do melts based on the material. I have looked, and you can't change the material type, so that should be fine. But we need a little bit more, I believe. Cobalt, steel, yeah. So I do a little bit more. And then cobalt, molten, that's molten cobalt, that's molten steel, and at some point I should be getting cobalt steel. There we go. It's a bit picky as to why it works sometimes, not other times. I don't know if it's to do with the volume, the total volume, or the mix, or in this case the lack of mix. But eventually we do get enough cobalt steel in order to upgrade the pick. Molten cobalt. Cobalt oxide, molten steel. Da, da, da. Sometimes it was turning into molten cobalt steel, but not permanently. It was changing states rather quickly. It must be a temperature issue. Either it was too hot or it wasn't hot enough. That's all I can think of. But we did collect some interesting gases from it. And here's the upgrade. This is done, and that is molten cobalt steel. Right, so I was checking the units required, and yeah, so we've got the molten cobalt steel and cobalt steel, so it's just a case of cooling that one down and it'll be absolutely fine. Did I do it there? Yeah. And now it's cooled off, I can pick it up and then go back to the upgrade screen, click on that, and it's done. And that's fantastic. Next up is vanadium carbide drill. What fun. What fun that will be in episode 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, who knows. But this is Sidrat's Gamer. yeah, and thank you very much for watching the video. Enjoy.